Hello, how you doing? Here again, I'm FS Logic, and we are looking at Mark Zuckerberg's Meta as a stock. So as you already know from the other videos, we want to understand the story of price. All right, we want to understand the story of price. What is price telling us? Who is in charge? Buyers or sellers? In the forex market, in any markets, in stock markets, in crypto markets, indices markets, commodity markets, we want to understand who is in charge, buyers or sellers. Now, over here, we do it understanding a market structure. So on the monthly time frame, we're going to be doing a top-down analysis. So here we'll go focusing on the most obvious swings. The most obvious swings we can see on our chart here. So here we'll go low, high, low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and the possible higher low. Why do we call it a possible higher low? Because this low is not lower than this. It is higher than this. So this is a possible higher low. All right. So here we go. We can understand that our structure right now is going to be looking at the most current higher high and the previous higher low. Why do we select this level? Because I'm giving you mentorship information right now. This high has the presence of a higher high. We cannot use this because this high has no presence of another higher high. We can't use this low because this low has no presence of a lower high. But this high has another presence of a higher high. This low has another one, has a previous one here. So now this is it. This is it. Uptrend consists of higher highs, higher lows. I'm going to stop. Go to the videos, the first video I posted about the basics of market structure. All right, so you can get to understand that. So right now, the bulls are in charge of Meta. All right, Meta monthly time frame. The buyers are in charge. We go down to the weekly. What can we see on the weekly? What is obvious? Okay, let's take this out of the way. So we could confidently see that currently here, I'm seeing something like this that is going to be reviewed on the daily time frame. A high, I'm seeing a possible low, I'm seeing a possible lower high, and I'm seeing a lower low. Okay, but I'm not going to take a level here. I'm going to go down to the daily, but this is something to me. Okay, this is telling me something about lower high, low, previous lower low, lower high, lower low. So we'll go to the daily to understand what's going on here so we can have more clarity. All right, can you see? Now if you read the structure carefully on the daily, we can see something like this: high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. All right, so now on the daily time frame, we want to understand that these are our most recent lower high. Okay, let's change the color. No, let's close. Let's make it green, and green. All right, so we take a previous lower low. So something is going on here. But currently we can see that sellers are in charge on the daily time frame and buyers are in charge on the monthly time frame. Okay, so right now we don't predict the market, we just follow what price is doing. Now if you check here, from 18th of February 2025, sellers have been in charge of the market. Before this time, September 2024, 29th of September, buyers have been in charge till February 18th, sellers came in charge. Sellers took charge of the market. You can see price, all of this area is selling area. Even if price goes into this area, selling area until this high is taken out. So we are bearish, very bearish on the daily time frame. Sellers are in charge. So don't look at 4 hours. What's 4 hours telling us? Let's see. So can we read? So let's follow it up. So from here, we're seeing a high, a lower high. If you're reading from this area, a lower high, higher low, higher high, and a possible higher low, because this low is no more than this. So now we have a rising up trend on a 4-hour level. Let's change the color. Let's make it dark. All right, let's make it dark. Let's make it dark. Who's driving in? All right, okay. So here we go. So something's happening here. The daily time frame is bigger than the 4-hour time frame. All right, daily time frame is much more bigger, more powerful than the 4-hour time frame. But then in the market, anything could happen. We could still possibly see this happen. This could still happen. All right, and we could likely see this also happen. Yes, that is if the monthly buyers want to come through the market on 4-hour time frame. So we can see something like this. We could see something like this. Yeah, very strong possibility. Like I said, in my mentorship, I give full details on what to do at this point, how to understand what is going on. So I told you we don't predict, and what we just do is we react to what the price is doing. We follow price. So right now, 4 hours, we have a rising uptrend. But on the monthly, the price is telling us bullish. On the daily, we're bearish. But currently on the 4 hours, we are making higher highs and making a retest on our higher low, on our higher high here. Or lower, sorry, we're making a retest on our lower high from reading price all the way from this point. So we're making a retest here. So one thing is going to happen. Price could likely continue to the upside or continue to the downside. Now, if I want to sell, I'm going to have my reasons for taking sales, which I'm not going to speak about in this video. All right. I'm going to want to look for buys here. I'm going to want to look for buys. All right. And also, if I was analyzing this pair, there's a very good possibility of 77, 80, 85% that I would have been a seller from here. Yeah, I would have been a seller from here. Yeah. Okay, I would have had sales installed from here coming down. I would have taken profit. Or if I held for some reason, I would have had buys here. So at the long run, I'm going to lose one and be in profit on the other one. Yes, I'm going to lose one of my trades and be in profit 3 times of what I've lost. That's the same thing as happening with us here on Tesla. That's what is happening here. You can see that I have buy and sell positions installed and I have my stop losses. Yes, so I'm going to give one to the market because the reality is that what I lost here, I'm going to make it times 3. Yes. So there are times where we need to hedge. Yes. So this system is, you might not understand it till you come for mentorship. So I'm going to give one to the market because I don't know. If all of us knew what price is going to go to, we'll all be billionaires. You could think Tesla is going to go up, and you might get your bubbles burst because this guy could just come way down. Do you get what I'm saying? This guy could just come way down. So because we don't know, we just follow the system or structure and we just let it be. So if I'm going to lose this, most likely I'm going to have my TPs installed somewhere here. So if I lose $5 here, I'm going to make in $15, $20 here. So once again, that's my time here. FS Logic. Have a lovely time watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. I'm going to read everything. I'm going to respond. Okay. So also I also do account management, and I go in. I teach this in detail on my mentorship. You understand? So just subscribe and turn on the post notification, and that's going to encourage me to keep making these videos. So you have a nice one. My time here, FS Logic.